Shalom, I want to give, first and foremost, I want to give all praise to Yahawah, Yahweh, and also I want to give double honors to the apostles, elders, great millstone, who rule well, bringing this truth, and then also I want to give honors to the Akim that's out here pushing this truth and sincerity to the four corners of the earth. Shalom. Okay, so I'm gonna talk about a few things right now, and I'm not gonna take no hate because I got a lot of stuff to go over, and I'm gonna go ahead and get it out the way, and I'm gonna read this first. I'm gonna start off, and we're gonna go over something before I get into this, and this is John 3:16, and it said, "For Yahawah so loved the world that He gave His only begotten Son, that whosoever believeth in Him shall not perish, but have everlasting life. For Yahawah sent not His Son into the world to condemn the world, but that the world through Him might be saved." Now, I'm gonna get over to that real quick, and just to get this out the way. Out of all the nations of people in this entire planet, who needs to be saved though? Who needs to be saved from their oppression? Us, the Israelites. We the only people who have suffered the atrocities, of the magnitude that we still suffering them, and still to this day suffering. Every other nation of people that had a land, they got a land, a language, a culture, a God, and but our people, we worship their gods, they pagan gods. They live in a land that ain't given to us as heritage. We speak a bastard tongue that is not ours, and these customs we follow are not ours. Now back to John 3:16. World just means kingdom, when it's not referring to the whole planet. Yahawah already said that He loved Jacob and hated Esau, and that He was only sent to the Jews, to Yasharallah, and that He was raised up from amongst His brethren like unto thee. So, if they raise the Messiah up from amongst our brethren like unto thee, you know who He is, right? So we know He don't mean everybody, or there wouldn't be 12 gates to the kingdom of heaven, right? It'll just be one. And that's talked about in the book of Revelations. So let me get into I want to put that out there as a disclaimer before I get started. So, and this is about the coming kingdom, and I've been talking about this. Building up to this little part right here, talking about the kingdom and how it's going to be, and what it's going to be like, the days and times before the kingdom is established. So this is Zechariah chapter 2, verse 1. And it says, "I lifted up mine eyes again and looked, and behold, a man with a measuring line in his hand. Then said I, Whither goest thou? And he said unto me, To measure Jerusalem, to see what is the breadth thereof, and what is the length thereof. And behold, the angel that talked with me went forth, and another angel went out to meet him. And he said unto him, Run, speak to this young man, saying, Jerusalem shall be inhabited as towns without walls, for this multitude of men and cattle therein. For I said, go ahead, sir. For I said, Yahawah will be unto her as a wall of fire round about, and will be the glory of the midst of her." And then it's verse 6, and it says, "Ho, come forth, and flee from the land of the north, said the Lord. For I have spread you abroad as the four winds of the heavens, saith the Lord. Deliver thyself, O Zion, that dwellest with the daughter of Babylon." And when it speaks of the daughter of Babylon, it's talking about America, the land of our captivity. And it says, "But thus said the Lord of hosts, after the glory hath He sent me unto the nations which spoiled you. For he that toucheth you, toucheth the apple of His eye." So He sent out amongst the nations that had us in captivity, that spoiled us, that took all our stuff and oppressed us, And then He went on by saying, And anybody that fuck with us, they fucking with his people, you know. He that touches you touches the apple of my eye. And then it said, for behold, I will shake mine hand upon them, and they shall be a spoil to their servants. Now, who's their servants? We are. So, all of this time that we spend in captivity, we're going to turn around and we're going to spoil them. The roles is going to be reversed. And it says, and I will shake my hand upon them, and they shall be a spoil to their servants. And you shall know that Yahawah of hosts have sent me. Sing and rejoice, O daughter of Zion, for lo, I come, and I will dwell in the midst of thee, said Yahawah. And many nations shall be joined to Yahawah in that day, and shall be my people. And I will dwell in the midst of thee, and thou shalt know that the Lord of hosts hath sent me unto thee. And the Lord shall inherit Judah, his portion in the Holy Land, and shall choose Jerusalem again. So, we all understand that. I shouldn't have to break that down for you. It said, be silent, O all flesh, before the Lord, for he has raised up out of his holy habitation. So, you know, the Most High has turned his back on us for a minute, you know, because of our transgressions. But now, he has set his sights back on us because we are in the time of prophecy in the end times. So, he set his sights on us again, so it's time to start coming back to the law, statutes, and commandments, because you know he don't like to see iniquity. So, that's how it is. And so I'm going to continue on. This is Zechariah 8. Again, the word of Yahawah of hosts came to me, saying, thus said the Lord of hosts, I was jealous for Zion with great jealousy, and I was jealous for her with great fury. Thus said the Lord, I am returned unto Zion, and will dwell in the midst of Jerusalem. And Jerusalem shall be called the city of truth, and the mountain of Yahawah of hosts, the holy mountain. Thus said the Lord of hosts, there shall yet old men and old women dwell in the streets of Jerusalem, and every man with his staff in his hand for very age. And the streets of the city shall be full of boys and girls playing in the streets thereof. Thus said the Lord of hosts, if it be marvelous in the eyes of the remnant of this people, and these days should it be marvelous in mine. So, the remnant, not everybody, not all our people, but the remnant that is going to come back to the law, statutes, commandments, which is going to be the 144,000 and 1/3 that will not die the second death, that will be saved. These are the people he's talking to right now because they're the ones who's going to be there at that time. And he's saying if these things that I'm talking about, if this don't sound good to you, then you think it sounds good to me? So, of course it sounds good to us. We want to see our kids be able to play in the streets and, you know, without getting hurt, without having to worry about nothing happening to them, knowing that they're safe. Because in this kingdom we're in right now, that stuff don't happen. Your kid will get killed. Your family members, anybody can get it. You know? So this is an alternative to what we're dealing with right now. And it says, he said, if it be marvelous in the eyes of the remnant of this people in these days, should it also be marvelous in mine eyes? Said Yahawah of hosts. Thus said the Lord of hosts, behold, I will save my people from the east country and from the west country, and I will bring them, and they shall dwell in the midst of Jerusalem. And they shall be my people, and I will be their God in truth and in righteousness. Thus said the Lord of hosts, let your hands be strong, ye that hear in these days, which is these days now, these words by the mouth of the prophets, which is us who's out here preaching, who's delivering you this truth that Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai gave us and raised us up to come out here and speak to you. Like I told you before, you know, we're out here blowing the trumpet, warning y'all of the impending danger if you don't turn from your wicked ways. So if you, like I said, and I've been saying this for like 3 weeks, if you don't heed to the warning, while we out here blowing this trumpet, you're going to die in your iniquities. You're going to die in your sins. You know, and it won't be on us because we warned you. Now, it'd be different if we didn't warn you. If we saw this, we know this war coming, but instead of us going out there to tell you so you can save yourself, we do nothing, and then y'all blood, y'all are dying, y'all iniquity still, but y'all blood will be on my hands or on the hands of anybody who the Most High raised up to get out here to do this work. So, it says, Let your hands be strong, ye that hear these days, these words by the mouth of the prophets, which were in the day that the foundation of the house of Yahawah of hosts was laid. So, if you understand the reincarnation, you'll understand that we've been here many times. You know, this ain't my first rip, and this ain't my first time getting out here pushing the word of Yahweh by Shem Yahawah. I've done this in every life I've lived on this planet. You know? And anything, and any person that's here now, you know, the Most High have opened everybody's eyes up. You know? So he poured his spirit out upon our flesh. So everybody knows the awakening is real. It's here. So, you know, you got to come back to the teachings. You know, some of us will come back, but the rest of us is not. And so, I was here in the days of old when he first laid the foundation. It said that the temple might be built. For before these days there was no hire for man, nor any hire for beast. Neither was there any peace to him that went out or came in because of the affliction. For I set all men, everyone, against his neighbor. And that's how it is right now. Everybody is against their neighbor. Our people is destroyed because we're out here killing each other. You know, we ain't so quick to kill our oppressor, but we're set and we're programmed to destroy each other and to self-destruct. So what the Most High is saying is, this is what he's saying. He said, but now I will not be, it says, neither was there any peace to him that went out or came in because of the affliction. And the affliction was the curses that he put on us in Deuteronomy 28. He said, for I set all men, every one, against his neighbor. But now I will not be unto the residue of this people as in the former days, said the Lord of hosts. For the seed shall be prosperous, the vine shall give her fruit, and the ground shall give her increase, and the heavens shall give their dew. So he's reversing the curses. He said, and I will cause the remnant of this people to possess all these things. So the remnant, the 144,000 and 1/3, is going to be the ones who possess these things. And it shall come to pass that as ye were accursed among the heathen, which we are right now, O house of Judah and house of Israel, so will I save you, and ye shall be a blessing. Fear not, but let your hands be strong. And these are the afflictions that we're going through right now in this day. And a lot of people don't understand, you know, because they're not being guided properly. See, when you go to church, you're being taught religion. You're not being taught the truth of Yahweh by Shem Yahawah, the truth of the scriptures. You know, you're not being taught the Lashawan Kadash, you know, the Holy Tongue. None of that. You're getting straight up religion and doctrine, false doctrine. And then it says, for thus said Yahawah of hosts, as I thought to punish you, when your fathers provoked me to wrath, said the Lord of hosts, and I repented not. So again have I thought in these days to do well unto Jerusalem, and the house of Judah fear ye not. So we don't have nothing to worry about. You know, because, you know, he put his punishment and he laid it down on us in those days. But in these days right here, he's going to start turning our oppression, you know, starting with the prophets. And then it says, these are the things that ye shall do. Speak ye every man the truth to his neighbor. What am I doing? I'm out here speaking the truth to my neighbor. My neighbor is my brother. My brother is my people that come from the bloodline of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Those are my brothers. So it says, these are the things that ye shall do. Speak ye every man the truth to his neighbor. Execute the judgment of truth and peace in your gates, and let none of you imagine evil in your hearts against his neighbor. So you shouldn't want nothing bad to happen to your brother. You shouldn't want to see nothing bad happen to your brother. If you're one of those people that want to see something happen to somebody or wish some death on somebody that's your brother, then this scripture ain't talking about you. You're not part of this. It says, and let none of you imagine evil in your hearts against his neighbor, and love no false oath. For all these things are things that I hate, saith Yahawah. Then it says, and the word of Yahawah of hosts came unto me, saying, thus said the Lord of hosts, the fast of the 4th month and the fast of the 5th and the fast of the 7th, and the fast of the 10th shall be to the house of Judah joy and gladness, and cheerful feast. Therefore love the truth and peace. So all of these things that's part of our laws that we have to do. You shouldn't have to be. You shouldn't be like, man, I got to go do this. I really don't feel like doing this. You should have gladness of heart. You should want to do it. You should rejoice in doing this. You know? And thus said Yahawah of hosts, it shall yet come to pass, and there shall come people, and the inhabitants of many cities, and the inhabitants of one city shall go to another, saying, let us go speedily to pray before the Lord, and to seek the Lord of hosts. I will go also. So what that's telling you is that our power, the Most High, Yahweh Shem Yahushua, is the truth. He's the creator of all things, of the heaven and earth. And they're going to realize this after this destruction and this new covenant form, and we start building this kingdom up. Oh, brother, I got a Bible. I'm out here by myself. Don't even worry about that. See, you worry about the wrong thing right now. I'm just trying to get you this truth out here. See, I'm out here by myself today. So, and trust me, I got plenty of Bibles. I got one right there. But it's easier for me to preach to y'all like this. It's more convenient for me. And then I'm giving you the scriptures. So if you want to read along, brother, y'all can read along. You know, I'm giving you the scriptures as I go along. And right now, I'm in verse 20. And so it says, let us go speedily to pray before Yahawah and to seek the Lord of hosts. I will go also, yet many people in strong nations shall come to seek the Lord of hosts in Jerusalem and to pray before the Lord. Thus said the Lord of hosts, in those days it shall come to pass that 10 men shall take hold out of all languages of the nations, even shall take hold of the skirt of him that is a Jew, saying, we will go with you, for we have heard that Yahawah is with you. And so that means that all of these different nations are going to cleave to us, because they know we are the children of Yahweh by Shem Yahushua, and that we are favored by the Most High. And so this is Zechariah 9. It's 9 and 9. And it says, rejoice greatly, O daughter of Zion. Shout, O daughter of Jerusalem. Behold, thy king cometh unto thee, and he is just and having salvation, lowly and riding upon an ass and upon a colt, the foal of an ass. And I will cut off the chariot from Ephraim and the horse from Jerusalem, and the battle bow shall be cut off. And he shall speak peace unto the heathen, and his dominion shall be from sea even to sea, and from the river even to the ends of the earth. So there's not going to be no more war. You know, we're not going to have to get out there and do battle with nobody. Everybody is going to be under subjection of the Israelites. You know, the order is going to be Yahawah Shai, the Israelites, and then the other nations. That's why the scripture said we will be as gods, because we will be ruling over the entire world. And we answer to the Messiah and the Messiah and Yahweh. Then it says, as for thee also, by the blood of thy covenant, I have sent forth thy prisoners out of the pit wherein is no water. Turn you to the stronghold, ye prisoners of hope. Even today do I declare that I will render double unto thee. When I have bent Judah for me, filled the bow with Ephraim, and raised up thy sons, O Zion, against thy sons, O Greece, and made thee as the sword of a mighty man. And then it says, and the Lord shall be seen over them, and his arrow shall go forth as lightning. And the Lord Yahawah shall blow the trumpet, and shall go with the whirlwinds of the south. The Lord of hosts shall defend them, and they shall devour and subdue with sling stones. And they shall drink and make a noise as through wine. And they shall be filled like bowls, and as the corners of the altar. And the Lord Yahawah shall save them in that day as the flock of his people, for they shall be as the stones of a crown, lifted up as an ensign upon his land. For how great is his goodness, And how great is his beauty. Corn shall make the young men cheerful, and new wine the maids. So these things are going to happen, man. These things are signs of our heaven. You know, these are things that we don't get now. These are things that our oppressors get. You know, that's why I was explaining to y'all on my couple of videos ago about heaven and hell. There's no such place. Heaven is a condition. Hell is a condition. You ever heard the term catching hell? Well, it's a condition. Right now, the Israelites are in their hell because of their iniquities and disobedience to Yahawah Shem Yahushua. And our oppressors, the heathen, is in his heaven. This is his kingdom, his laws, everything set up the way he wanted. So, and then it says, I'm gonna read this. I'm gonna read this last little scripture. I got a little couple of points I'm gonna hit, and it says, you know, I come as a watchman of the Most High. I didn't come to tell you these things to trouble y'all. You know, I tell you these things that you might turn from your ways and come back to the Most High. You know, at least that's what the scriptures say anyway. You know, a lot of us, you know, we look at it as a burden. You know, people walk past you when you out here preaching, you know, or speaking, you know, and trying to spread this truth. You know, people will come by and they'll be like, oh, you know, I might ask them, hey man, do you know what your nationality is? You know, and they'll be like, I'm good. You know, like you asking for money or something. But this is the truth of the Most High. See, he said, my sheep will hear my voice. So, you know, if this truth is for you, then, you know, you're gonna flock to it. I ain't gotta come look for you. You're gonna be like, I'm going over there because I think you're gonna be over there. You know, and you're gonna come and you're gonna hear the truth from my mouth. You know. But as soon as this loads. Right. Okay, this is Romans 15:4. And it said, for whatsoever things were written aforetime, they're talking about these scriptures, were written for our learning, that we, through patience and comfort of the scriptures, might have hope. So this is to build you up. All of these stories that's in the scriptures, all of these prophecies, all of these things that are to come, the things that have came to pass. And you could go and look in your history books, and you can line up these prophecies that had already came to pass with the actual history and the scriptures. You can line them up, you know. And once you line them up and you see that, you be like, damn, that really happened, you know. That happened. And when you see all of these prophecies coming to pass, you know that the scriptures are the truth, and you know that these things are going to happen. So when you hear me, and once you know that, and you hear me out here speaking, it gives you hope that your situation ain't gonna always be the way it is right now. That we're in the age and the time where prophecy and change is at hand. You know, the Most High he's already put it out there, and this is why I focus on prophecy so much when I come out here and preach the scriptures. You know, because a lot of people just stuck on dumbfounded Christianity. Oh, God love everybody. Oh, Jesus died for everybody's sins. But you just heard me speak that there were 12 gates to the kingdom of heaven. So if he died for everybody, why do he keep saying, I did not come but for the lost sheep of the house of Israel? He would just say, oh, I came for everybody. Or why would he been turning down people that needed to be healed in the scriptures that begged him to heal them and he turned them down? Why would he do that if he was here for everybody? If it was 12 gates to the kingdom of heaven, why? I mean, who's going to go through the 12 gates and then where everybody else going to go? That means them 12 gates are for the chosen, are for the elect of Israel. Those 12 gates represent the 12 tribes of Israel. One tribe, one gate. You know? You got to get out of that. You got to get out of that thinking. You got to get out of that mentality. You got to stay the hell away from churches and religion and Islam and all this other stuff, man. You got to come back to your nationality. Because ain't none of them books got prophecies in them. There's no religion that you can name that's out there that has a Bible that has prophecies in it. Because if you put prophecies in it, that's going to tell you that it's true. Because as soon as something don't happen, you're going to be like, oh, that's some bullshit. Because they said this was going to happen, that was going to happen, and ain't none of that shit happen. See, this is why the Bible has prophecies in it. Because these things are going to come to pass. They continually coming to pass. So with that being said, man, I want to give all praise to Yahawah, Hashem, and Mashiach Yahushua. And I want to give double honor to the elders and the apostles of Great Millstone who were well. And I want to give honor to the Akim Messiah pushing this truth and sincerity to the four corners. Shalom.